What's up, y'all? I know I haven't made a video in quite some time on YouTube, but I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and make a video because currently I'm up in the mountains and I'm gonna be heading down the mountain here in a few days. So I thought I'd better get a video in. I'll probably most likely be coming back up here in a week or two. It depends. I'll probably be going down to Florida first and then coming up here with my uncle, but that's for a different story. Right now I have another Zippo. I haven't gotten a Zippo in quite a while, and this one was a gift from my papa for doing some work on the roof on this house because it needed some work up there, and I went up there and did some work. So that's how I got this. And all of a sudden, it came in the mail today, and I was like, who in the hell got this? And they were like, oh yeah, your papa got that for you because you were up there on the roof and doing work and da 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 da. So that's how I got this Zippo. Now, of course, my guess is it came from Amazon, or actually I know it came from Amazon because I saw the what is it? I saw the little smiley thing on the box that it came in. It had that little smile on it, so he did get this off of Amazon. How much it was, I have no idea, because I didn't pay for it. This is one of the few Zippos I did not pay for, that it was a gift, so I'm thankful that I have it, but it really wasn't necessary for him to get it for me, but I certainly do appreciate it that it did. Now, this Zippo is a high polish armor, and I'm sorry about the lighting. This is the best I can do in this whole house. It's kind of hard to find a spot to get good lighting around here, but this is about as good as it's going to get, unfortunately. As you can see, it is an armor, high polished brass armor Zippo that I got. It was made in I of 17, which I do believe would mean that it is September of 2017. You can correct me if I'm wrong. There you can get a little bit better of a view. I-17. Now, one thing that I'm not too big of a fan of, some people like how they moved the little armor symbol from right here. This Zippo used to be smaller. It used to be in the center. I liked it like that just because it made it look more uniform and more all around symmetrical, but now they moved it to the side. Now it kind of it doesn't really bother me that much, but I kind of liked it the way it was before. Now it does sound fairly nice. It does have the typical armor higher pitched ping. I have filled this up and started using it because my other lighter, I forgot. I was with Owen the other day and we were in Smoke Some More, and I bought another can of lighter fluid, but I did not buy flints, and my other Zippo ran out of flints, so that's why I went ahead and filled this up before the video and started using it just a little while ago. But as you can see, it's a fairly nice lighter. I like it. I like it a lot. I've always been a fan of the classic brush chrome or high polish chrome Zippos. Are probably the most two iconic and most used in movies abroad. Zippos is probably the high polish and the brush chrome. Now, the insert on this lighter is fairly tough to get out. I tried not to shake this makeshift camera stand. The insert is made in J of 17, so that would, I guess, be October. Again, I'm not certain on that. It's been a while since I've had a Zippo. I'm pretty sure it is. There, you can kind of see it right there. Get that off. J17. Again, the lighting sucks ass where I'm at right now, unfortunately, but that's just how it is, so you're gonna have to bear with me. But honestly, I really do like this lighter. It's a really nice lighter. Part of the reason why I like this is it reminds me a lot of my brass armor, which I have not seen in over a year. It's most likely somewhere down the mountain at the house down by the beach where I normally live, and unfortunately it probably has fallen somewhere behind a dresser of mine down there, and that dresser is a pain in the ass to move. It's oak, so it's gonna be behind there for a good unfortunately a good time longer, because I don't have the time or the space really in my room down there to move it. But that's about it for this for this lighter. I am a fan of this lighter. Now, one thing that actually I was talking to Owen about, and I kind of agree with him on some of these lighters, is that if you notice, if you ever buy an older Zippo from like the 80s or 90s, you'll know that the quality control on these is just a slight bit less, maybe. I mean, I've noticed the only thing really with that is that, I mean, they're still made in America, don't get me wrong, and there's no other company in the world that provides a lighter warranty as good as Zippo, but I don't think you'll be able to see it, but I'm sure some of you who pay close attention would be able to notice it right here. You can kind of see kind of where there's a gap in between the hinges where the lid and the case connect. There's a little gap in there, and if I had a better lighting you'd be able to see it better. You can kind of see it in the reflection there. It looks kind of weird right under there, but it's kind of hard to notice in this lighting. But that's about the only thing that I've noticed about their quality control that has kind of gone a little downhill. I'm not really sure on anything else, but other than that, I mean, and if you break the lighter, I mean, when you ship it back, they generally take care of that. I mean, they make it flush again. I had another lighter, my brass vintage style Zippo that I had gotten back in 2015. That one had the same issue. It had a little bit of a gap, and when I took it to Zippo last year, I actually went up to Zippo, Bradford, Pennsylvania. I handed it to them personally, and they fixed it, and that was no longer a problem. And they actually let me go back into the room where they were fixing it. I don't know if everyone who goes to Zippo who's a fan of Zippo gets to do that, but I thought that was pretty cool because I got to stand right there and watch them fix it. But I've always been a fan of the Armor Zippos just because they're a little tougher, a little bit more durable. I mean, I've dropped my brass armor back when I knew where it was dozens of times, and all it did is put a little nick in it. It didn't bend it, it didn't dent it. Like my first Zippo ever, my satin chrome Zippo, when I dropped that on the gravel, it actually put a decent sized dent in right here, which I really don't mind. I mean, I think it gives it character as long as it's not like half the thing's freaking pushed in or something. But for dropping lighters and stuff like that, these tend to hold up a little bit better, but their downside is that the hinges can fail quicker if you're, using them for tricks, doing shit like this, lighting them and stuff like that. That's gonna wear them out quicker, but you always got your Zippo guarantee to take care of that. But anyway, that about does it for the Zippo. Now, me and Owen are planning, I don't know when I'm going to upload this, probably today. I think today is, Thursday. On 2 days from now, we're planning on going to Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and I'm hopefully going to be able to get at least one Zippo. From what I hear, they used to, I don't know if they still have it, they used to have a area where they had new old stock Zippos that they no longer manufacture, and they have them basically on clearance. Like Owen got a I think it was a rose gold Zippo that was rose gold plated, and the insert was rose gold plated, and he got that I think for $9. Owen, if when he watches this, he can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it was. It's been a while since I've seen that video, but I just thought it was cool that they sell the older Zippos in the older boxes from that long ago that are still sealed for basically clearance. I mean, you're not going to be able to find anywhere, even on eBay, something better than that, unless you're buying like a lot of Zippos that haven't been opened. But another thing that I was going to make a video on, I'm debating on, is talking about my decision. I made a decision to start greasing. I don't know, I mean, there's a whole community on YouTube about greasers and stuff, and what originally got me into the idea was I've always been a fan of the old 1950s music, and especially the cars more than anything. I mean, I drive currently a 1965 Chrysler New Yorker two-door coupe, and honestly, I started looking up videos on cars and old 50s and 60s cars, and I started seeing this stuff, and I was like, man, I've always liked that. I mean, I've always liked the hairstyle of like Andy Griffith from the Andy Griffith Show. I always liked that pomade with the slick back hair. I might make a video just on what to expect if you get drugstore pomade, which is what I've been using and putting in my hair, because when I first got it, I had longer hair, and when I put it in, it didn't go quite as I expected. I'll leave that for the other video, but the rest of it. But honestly, back to the Zippo. This is a great Zippo. If you like armors, I would definitely suggest you add this to your collection. I am planning on using this. A lot of my armors that I have, I use. I haven't made a video on my 85th anniversary armor, Collector of the Year 2017 Zippo. That was a Christmas gift I got about 6 months ago, more like 7 or 8 months now. But I probably will actually when I'm back down in Virginia, and I'll probably upload the video while I'm here. But I have yet to even flip that lighter open. I'm trying to keep that thing as pristine as possible, because if I ever decide to sell it, you can sell probably in about 20 years you could sell that for much more than what it originally costed. But I haven't even flipped it open. But anyway, one Zippo that I'm planning on getting, I know this video is kind of getting long, but some of the Zippos I'm probably going to be looking for up at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, as I found out last year they actually started making the Indiana Jones Zippo. I'm sure if you've seen the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade, he had a lighter that was like this, but had a white, almost like a white emblem on it that was on both the lid and the case, and it had a clover on it. Now, that was in the movie. Now with these ones, they kind of got a little cheaper, and they decided just to print the thing on. What I'd do is, if I was with Zippo, I would advise them to maybe get an armor for that and actually put an emblem, a very thin emblem, on there, kind of like the one that Owen has, where he has one that has a lighthouse, I think, and maybe a lantern. I don't remember. I remember last year I was up here. We went out to a lake and we were taking pictures of the thing, but it had a double-sided emblem on there, and I think if they had taken that style of white emblem and put the four-leaf clover on there, it would have looked much more like the original from the movie than the one that's just printed on there. But anyway, that's just my take on it. Overall, again, it's a great Zippo. I really enjoyed this Zippo. It reminds me a lot of my brass armor, even though it's a high-polished chrome plated brass, but I mean, it reminds me, the feel and everything reminds me a lot of my brass armor, which I do miss that thing, so I'll have to find that soon. But anyway, that'll do it for today. I have to go outside now, and I have some work to do, so that'll do it for now, and I'll see you all later. Bye.